Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Utuko Engineering Services, the house plan market. This platform, what we do here is to analyze our day-to-day activities at the site. In my previous video, I discussed about the form work for the deck, how we started it, and what needs to be done. If you would like to watch that video, check on the description button. You will see the link there that can show you everything we discussed on that previous video. Today, what we are looking at is the placement for reinforcement. If you watch closely, you discover that our placement is 6 inches spacing, and for the pillars, we have not included our continuity pillars here, but it is something that we must do before we cast the deck. If we did not do it, it's going to be affecting our lap length, because after casting, the lap length will be reduced. So it's always better for us to do it at this stage. In some construction practice, you discover that they finish their deck before they will now connect their continuity pillar. But for us here, we always connect it so that it can link to the beam and we have enough lap length for the connection. Apart from that, all our deck, we make sure that we use kicker biscuit to raise it up so that we'll have reasonable cover for it. In areas where we have cantilevers, we equally ensure that the top and bottom reinforcement is properly done. When I mean top and bottom reinforcements, I'm looking at the compression and the tension zone. But because this particular video is designed for homeowners, I'll be using or analyzing in a way that you can really understand it. If you watch the building, you'll see that these areas in front there where we have cantilever, we are going to be using like double matting. We have the bottom matting and we are still going to have the top matting. Okay, so after we finish doing that, then it is now time for us to be preparing for our deck work, for the casting proper. For us to do this, the first thing that we need to do is to create a walkway, a flyover that will reduce the volume of traffic that will use the existing staircase area. If we did not consider this flyover, we are going to be having large flux of labors running through the inside staircase, and there's probability, there's assurance that they are going to remove some of those support that is supporting the deck form, the deck work, and by the time you put load on it, that area is going to sag. So to avoid that, we have to create an external flyover that will take more of the labors. Okay, this is the internal staircase. Some people are going to be using it, but not, we don't want too much crowd to pass through this area, and that's why we create the outside one. So closely, all our plumbing, fittings, electricals at this stage is already set. This is the cantilever area I was talking about. If you watch closely, you discover that we have the top and bottom matting on them. Right now, we've started our casting work proper. For us to get this done properly, we have to use the vibrator machine to vibrate all the beams and the edges of the edges of the cantilever, so that we will have a very good compaction concrete. It's not really an easy task, but is what is worth doing is worth doing well. So we ensure that we get all these things done rightly and do it well. If you are just joining us for the first time, I would like you to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. It is very important you subscribe. What we normally do is to educate or analyze how we carry out site activities on daily basis. On the areas one would notice that maybe we don't have enough water on the concrete, we don't just allow it like that. We try to sprinkle water a little and turn the concrete very well before tapping it, so that we will not have cracks after the setting of the concrete. It is very, at this stage we discover that we're almost done with the work. Before the end of today, we'll be done with our casting work. All this area you are seeing now, we must have completed it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for following me up to this stage. After this stage, I'll be showing you